Hey, y'all, this is Nicolette. You are listening to Definitely Not For Everyone. I'm here with my co-host, Diana. We are here today with Savannah, aka the Curvy Mom, on TikTok and Instagram and all the things. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, please say
Hello.
hello.
Hi. I'm so excited to be here.
So we are super excited that you said yes and you decided to come on the show. The reason why we started doing these episodes is because of the pandemic. You know,
Yeah.
it sucked. Everything about it
Yes.
sucked. Having kids at home sucked. Like we talk about that. You talk about that.
Yep.
And so going on TikTok really made life a whole lot easier,
Amen.
and seeing you and all the things that you do and all the fabulousness and the mommy stuff and like all of that made me smile, made me happy, made me crack up laughing, made me be like, okay, maybe I'm not so nasty and bad and all of those things, that we as women
Yeah,
feel and think about probably on a daily basis, right?
for sure.
I know I felt like that today.
Girl,
I was at work watching my buttons go pulling. I was like trying to put it back in.
Them shits is big, girl.
I just felt
nothing.
Like
I can relate.
Nothing.
I felt like a blob because I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl on top. So trying to get the little button. Oh, I would just felt like a blob today. So,
but they're beautiful.
I don't even mess with buttons. They don't work. These D's are not staying in.
Nope.
Oh my goodness. So you're here for us to say thank you, as well as to find out more about you. Like, I don't know, Diana and I, we love talking about people's childhoods and like the shit they went through, the struggles they had, the funny stories that they've experienced, and then also like we want to get into like why you do what you do and like things that you represent in your TikToks. We want to talk about all of that stuff. But before we get to that, how we begin our episodes is by starting off with us defining yourself, if you feel comfortable with that. If not, it could just totally be like how you feeling today, or maybe something that like is quirky to you, right? So Di and I will start, and then you can kind of think while we're going, and you can let us know. Di?
Yes, my love. Yes, I will start.
Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Diana, and that lady over there, we've been friends for a very long time, and we're both massage therapists, and I'm a mom, I'm a wife. I am a mom of 3 boys, 26, 21, and 14, and that's an experience, dealing with these young men and that relationship, but it's been okay. I can't complain too much, and today has been a interesting day. Like I said, I felt like a blob. I felt uncomfortable, but I still have to do my job and make everyone feel better. So you have to put all that aside and get in a good place. And that makes me happy, making other people feel good and leaving that room better than they came. So I can't complain. It was a good day.
That's beautiful. How am I feeling? I'm feeling really excited. I'm really feeling really excited because you're here, Savannah, and that you said yes and that you're talking to us. As my listeners know, I am a mom of 2 girls. I have a husband, but he don't live here. He lives upstate right now for work.
Oh no.
That
I gotta tell you, it's been kind of nice. Like
I feel like it could be one or the other.
I have enjoyed it so much.
He's gonna be so mad.
Oh, he gonna be so mad. But I have enjoyed it so much.
Well,
like I think
the audience explain why he is not in the house.
Because of the
pandemic. Not arranged marriage or nothing.
No, it's not. But that would have been cool. Like now I'm thinking back and I'm like, shit, that would have been okay. So for work, the pandemic hit. He lost his job or furloughed or whatever the fuck it's called. And the recruiter, found him, was like, yo, you want to work? He was like, yeah, where I got to go? 5 hours away. Can't travel 5 hours, every day. So he had to move up to an area called Savannah Lake in New York.
Okay.
But yes, it's been nice. I mean, I do miss him. Don't get me wrong. I miss his dick, whenever I want it, like, but yeah, it's been really cool because this is what I'm trying to get at. When he's home, and I don't know if you feel this, when he's home and I have all this shit to do, right? Usually I'm sending daggers his way because I'm like, motherfucker, you're not doing shit. You got me doing everything. Fuck you, right?
Yep.
But he's not here. So the only person I have to blame is me.
Right.
And there's no feeling of animosity for me. You know what I mean? There's no
that.
feeling of like upsetness and, stankness and, side eye, like there's none of that that's happening. Yep. And that's been really nice. Like, I don't like to feel those feelings. You know what I mean? Yeah. So not having to feel them throughout my day has been really cool. But like I said, I miss him. I can't wait till he does come home so I could give him some side eye.
Don't try to clean it up now. Don't.
Did you get that?
The damage is done.
Did you catch that? Because he gonna listen and he gonna be like, "Really, Nikki? Really? Okay."
I can't wait.
Throw me under the bus.
Anyway, so what about you, girlfriend? How would you define yourself, or how are you
talk
feeling
to us?
Today? Yes.
So, I am also a mom. I have 2 daughters. They're 2.5 and 5.
Oh,
yeah, they're babies. Super sweet. I have a husband. And basically how I would kind of define myself, and I wrote this down because it's like a long thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you ready?
I love it. I can't wait.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're getting ready.
I have a plethora of titles. Okay, so I'm a body positive, mid-size makeup artist, hot mess mom of 2 that uses humor and a sprinkling of bad bitch energy to inspire and entertain others.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. I spent a
be
good
on a
5
t-shirt.
minutes that.
And you're prepared. Like
that was on a t-shirt.
That was some
it would make a good shirt.
It
that
would make a
good
fucking shirt. Hell yes. I love
It'd be like one of those Facebook shirts that have like, the whole writing like all down the front.
All over. Yes,
yeah.
I love that.
That is awesome.
All right. So she was like much more prepared than you and me,
I know. Mine was
like I gotta look over my shit now. Anyway, all right. So let's get
first.
Listen, everything I do is very planned out. I am not good just thinking on the fly. So, yeah, I'm just I gotta plan it out a little.
Right into the questions then. Like, what was your childhood like? Like, who were your parents? What were they like? What was your growing up like? What were some of your struggles?
So, I had a pretty awesome childhood. My family is great. I have mom and dad, brother. Most of my childhood struggles kind of dealt with like outward appearance. So, I'm 5'9", so I'm like a Amazon woman. And I've always been. I reached 5'9" at like, I think 4th grade. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm huge. And I'm a bigger girl. So like, curvy, size 12, 14. I've always been on the bigger side. And I pretty much played every sport known to man. So,
Nice.
I've got these big, broad, like linebacker shoulders. I'm like a hardy woman that was like built to survive famines or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So are we. So are we, girl.
And pandemics. Okay.
Exactly. We're survivors. So,
yes.
And growing up in like the 90s, early 2000s, where the style was low-rise flare jeans and, tube tops or whatever, you had to be a size 0 or else you couldn't really fit the fashion. So I was just as awkward as you could be. And I have a lot of large people in my family. Everybody's big. So it was a lot of diet culture. It was always, we got to lose weight. We got to lose weight. We got to watch. My New Year's resolution, we got to lose weight. And it was almost always for like aesthetic purposes. It wasn't health because I was as healthy as a horse. I played every sport. Like I said, I'm not a picky eater. I was always eating the right things. And every time you go to the doctor, they'd be like, oh, well, you're perfect other than your weight, or you're just too big. And, it really knocks your confidence down almost every time.
Yes.
Every time you hear something like that, or, oh, those pants fit you too tight. Maybe you should get the 2XL, like, so I really didn't have a lot of confidence, and that's what I really struggled with. And like I said, looking back on like the late 90s, early 2000s, we had role models like Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears, Paris
Yep.
Hilton. Like
Yep.
we didn't have like any of these like curvy queens, the plus size girls, the Lizzos. We didn't have anything to look up to. Like all we saw was one type of woman, and if you didn't fit that mold, then you were kind of a loser. None of the boys liked you. Um, just kind of like being like the chubby friend
Yeah.
kind of deal. But then I met my husband when we were 15. So yeah,
Oh,
we're high school sweethearts.
oh
Adorable.
my gosh.
Yeah, I think so. I turned 30. Well, I just turned 30, and we've been
Happy
together since I was.
birthday.
Happy
Thank
birthday.
you.
So
Thank
since
you.
you were 15,
Yeah.
boo,
So yeah, half my
and y'all
life.
still get along?
We
Like
do.
you like for real, for real?
We really do. I mean, we've been through
Wow.
our shit. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
he's a really good dude.
Yeah.
You guys grew up together.
For
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, like we've got like the best friend thing down.
Okay.
So I think
that
that's why we work.
helps it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's so good. Like you were saying how like you just like give your husband the dagger eyes when he's not like helping. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have to give my husband that anymore because he just knows to do his thing. He's
Oh,
downstairs right now cleaning the house and
Bitch,
doing the
you
dishes.
trained him
I know.
good.
She did it early.
I
That's
know.
ladies.
Got mine too late. That's what
Do it
happened.
early,
I
yeah,
should have
mine-
gotten him at
See?
15.
Right. You gotta mold them.
Yes. I got mine too old. That's what happened.
That's the
So
problem.
wait a minute. So when did you end up really like gaining your confidence then? So like you met your boy
So,
here.
I
Yeah.
had to kind of hit my rock bottom, which, all that like confidence stuff started to snowball. It turned into a depression, lots of self-loathing, feeling unworthy. And then after we got married and like started having our babies, I was a stay-at-home mom, and he had just expanded his business like right after we had our first child. So he was never home. I mean, he worked weekends, nights, just, same kind of
Building
similar
his
to you.
business.
Right, never here. And I didn't get to see anybody. I didn't get to go out of the house. My only job was to just be a mom. And it's really easy to lose yourself.
Yes. That's
We
the
all been
hardest
there.
fucking
Yeah,
job
and
in the world, girl.
it's an extremely common thing for stay-at-home parents. Like
Yes.
you just feel like you're nothing else other than a mom.
Yeah.
Yes.
A boob when they're little.
Yeah.
It's a big old boob.
Exactly. Just a boob.
And then a maid when they get older.
Yeah.
A cook, a maid, you're taking care of everyone and they expect you to because you're home.
Yes.
Right. So
Been there.
that was just, in postpartum, like all those hormones,
Oh,
everything
you went
just
through
started.
postpartum?
Yeah, everything just snowballed till I wanted to die. Like it got to the point where I was just like, I don't even want to be here. Like I just can't do this anymore. I'm failing. My only job is to be a mom, and I'm not even doing a good job at it. Like I'm not a good homemaker. I'm really, really not. So I said, something's got to change. Like I almost destroyed my whole entire life at that point. Like, so I decided.
What exactly happened at that point? Like, I know you said rock bottom, but what did your rock bottom look like?
It was just destroying all of my relationships. I destroyed my relationship with my family. I destroyed my marriage because I was just like,
yes,
it's just a complete disconnect. Like we never saw each other. I didn't put any effort towards our relationship, and he didn't either, but that's not his fault because he just wasn't there. And I wasn't like, communicating like, I need you here. So it
you just kind of went in? Is that what you mean? Like you just kind of went into your dark place and you just kind of huddled up and stayed in there.
Yeah, I was ready to just, say
give up.
Yeah.
Got it.
So instead of giving up, I decided let's fight and let's make some changes. So
then I got a question for you with that.
Yeah.
How did you get that? Like, where did that come from? Where did that rock bottom to be like, you know what? I don't like this shit. Is it something like that you were taught when you were little? Like, are your parents that way where it's like they can like fall and then get back up again. I mean, everybody can do that, but you know, it's
Yeah,
about how
yeah.
well you do it, right?
I
Or like what was it that propelled you to say that this is not okay and I don't want to be in this place anymore?
I think it has a lot to do with I'm a extremely competitive spirit. So I'm like, either I give up, I just die, or I can fight for myself and finally make these changes and try to be the person that like I've always wanted to be. Because
Mm,
if I'm not going to be that person, then what's the point, you know?
so true.
So I was just like, that's it, we're done. We're gonna make these changes, and you know, what's the worst that could happen? I'm just gonna fail
True.
again, like,
Yeah. So what
you
were the
know?
changes that you decided to make?
So I took a whole year of just basically working on myself. Like I put myself first, which goes against everything that mom's instinct or
Women,
taught.
period. Yep.
Exactly. So
Mm-hmm.
it was so hard to just kind of, I don't want to say like neglect everything else, because I mean, obviously still took care of my
Of course
children.
not.
Yeah, of course.
Didn't let
Yeah.
them starve.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but yeah, so I kind of just, when I needed help, I was like, I physically can't do the dishes right now. You have to do them. Or like I just started asking for help. I said, I need 2 hours. I need to just go. Just let me go. I would just go drive or just get away,
Mm-hmm.
go do something.
Mm-hmm.
That is the
So
healthy way to do it.
right.
Unlike me yelling down the whole house, going on strike remember when I did the sign and I went on
Yes.
strike? And
Yes.
next thing
This
you know,
bitch
my
went on
husband was
strike
shipping me
with
to
a
his family
sign.
in
Yes.
Bermuda, talking about she lost her mind.
Mm-hmm.
She needs a break, or
Mm-hmm.
crying and yelling at everyone. No
Mm-hmm.
one's helping. And then,
Mm-hmm.
what do you want to eat, baby? What do you want to eat? So that you did it the healthy way.
Well, there was times that I definitely did things that way. I'm not even gonna lie about it.
I did it the
I had my
crazy
share
way.
of tantrums.
Yes,
Yeah.
holding it all in, and then it all
Yeah.
comes
Oh
out.
yeah.
Yep.
Instead of just saying, "I need a break. I
Yeah.
need other help,"
Right.
Yep.
then make them do it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so bravo.
So thank you. So with
Yes.
that, I did therapy, kind of just talking about my issues, because I never really
Mm-hmm.
verbalized them. I just
Mm-hmm.
had all these thoughts, and I didn't realize talking about them verbally helps tremendously.
Yes.
Yeah, it really does. Therapy is
Yes.
amazing.
It's
It
Yeah.
the
really
bomb.
is. It's like you
Bomb.
put it out into the world, and then if it has no weight, you know what I mean? And there's no belief behind, like truth, like it just dissipates and then it's
Yeah.
gone. And then you
Right.
don't, it's
And you don't
amazing.
feel it anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that was a huge thing that helped me. And then I started kind of putting my marriage first next. So,
Mm.
taking more time to actually date each other again, I guess. Because
Aw.
like I said, it had been so long, we were together, we were just comfortable at that point. So,
Yeah.
going on dates and like doing special things for him, leaving little notes around the house of like appreciation, and like, um, just actually acknowledging one another.
Right.
And
Aww.
Look at
and
you.
he did his part, and he said at work, like, I have to be there for my family, like I cannot be working this much. So they hired some new people. He was able to take some more time off and like
Good for him.
actually be here with us. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's made all of the difference. So
Yeah.
um
That
yeah, that
shows so much I mean, because most dudes, like, as much as
That's
they say they
beautiful.
love you, there's something about the action means so much, doesn't it? Like, it
yes.
really does. A lot of men are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take care of it. Don't worry, I'll be home more. I'll
Yeah.
be home more. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And ultimately it doesn't happen. But the fact
Right.
that he really did it, talks to the type of man that he is. And
Right.
it
Aww.
also talks to the level of love and appreciation like he has for you
Right.
and the kids. So bravo to him, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
he's amazing. He's a total keeper.
And the girls get to see that,
Right.
which sets
Yes.
the tone for the type of man that they
I
should
al-
look.
I always tell them that I'm pretty sure they're screwed because they are never going to find a guy as good as their dad.
Oh, that's
I
I
mean, he
mean,
spoils the three of us to no end.
oh,
It's
I
it's
love that.
ridiculous.
That's what he's
It is
supposed to
ridiculous.
do.
oh, that is
Yes.
beautiful.
So yeah, they're gonna be really um, confident young women, I think, one day, and they'll know their worth for
They
sure.
already are. Hello.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Yes.
I
that
know.
video? I'm
Yes.
like, go ahead,
They
little girl.
they are stars.
They
Demi,
really
my older
are.
one,
They
is
really
just,
are.
Yeah.
can we make a video
I love
today?
it.
She's
love
so
it.
good.
Well, that brings us to our next question of what made you say, I'm going to share this with the world. I'm going to make these videos. I'm going to empower women, empower myself, let my babies see, and women unite, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. So
What made you decide to do that?
so part of like my healing process was kind of like I needed to find my identity. Like I needed to reinvent myself, and because after being a stay-at-home mom for so long, you just kind of think like, what are my hobbies? Sitting in the car for 5 minutes of silence? Like that's not a
That's
hobby,
it.
you
Pretty
know?
much.
Like
That is pretty much.
you need a thing.
That's called therapy, but go ahead.
Yeah, true. Very true. So before I was a mom, I used to be a makeup artist for MAC Cosmetics. So
Very cool.
something that I really, really enjoyed was making people feel beautiful and like making them feel more confident. And that feeling's almost like addicting. Like it's just such a good feeling.
Yes.
And a lot of the time that I spent like at my lowest point, I watched a lot of YouTube and, makeup tutorials,
Tutorials.
hair tutorials, and ASMR, just relaxing
Yes.
stuff, like
Yeah.
and these people kind of felt like my friends. Like they had no idea who I was, but like just tuning into them like every week, it just
Hello. Yes.
felt, yeah, like it was
That's how we
nice. It
feel
was
about her, right?
right.
That's how we feel about you. That's
Right.
amazing.
So that's why I was like, I could do something like this. Like I can take my talents. People are always asking me like with, could you help me with a winged liner? Show me how to contour. Like this was one way to kind of like show everybody all at once
Yeah.
how I do stuff. So
Yeah.
I got into like a YouTube first, and I quickly realized that you needed a really good camera, you needed a computer, you needed editing software, you needed a lot of time because to film a 30-minute video, edit that all, put it on the
Yeah.
it was just so involved. So I was
Yeah.
super slow at getting videos out, and with the kids, it was just really hard to do. So I guess it would have been last January, I discovered the holy grail of social media, TikTok. And I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. This is like the perfect platform. I can do 60-second videos, edit them right on my phone. Like I need like an hour and I can get it done and perfect it and still show off all of my creative abilities and make people feel good. So I started doing that, and it pretty much took off pretty quick. So that's kind of how I found my platform, I guess.
Yeah. But then when did you start like thinking like I'll put not only that, but also mom life and like body positivity and like, when did that all start to kind of play in?
It just kind of transformed, and like, when you scroll your TikTok feed and you're liking certain things and it's pulling up similar stuff, and I was seeing all these other girls that were like doing a lot of body positivity stuff, and like girls that look just like me or bigger than me, or just there was just so much more diversity than what I got when I was 12 years old and looking at Paris Hilton. Like
Totally.
people of like every size, every color, different abilities, like, and I was finding all these people beautiful, and I'm like, well, if they're beautiful, why am I not beautiful? Like what's so different about them?
Yeah.
So then like I would just do just regular videos, and people be like, wow, like I wish I had confidence like you. And I'd be like, I'm just being me. Like what do you mean I have confidence? Like I don't know. And then like people started saying, oh, like you're like my role model or something. I'm like, really? Like, what? I don't, are you sure? Um, but
Stop it.
you know, I mean, keep going. No. Um, but yeah, and then once you make videos and then you look back at them and you're like, oh, that's what I look like from that angle, or like
Yes.
And then
that's
that
what my
cute
voice
little
sounds like.
dress.
Yes,
Little
Yes.
red dress.
And that's what
right.
my ass looks like.
Exactly.
I
You
Yes.
don't,
love
you know,
it.
you don't see yourself from other people's point of view. You only see
Yeah,
yourself from
So
your point
true.
of view. So
very true.
So
when you're
true.
behind the camera and you're doing different things, you know, you're sad or you're happy or you're turning around or doing whatever, like that's how other people see you. And you're like, oh,
Yes.
I'm not as bad as I thought I was.
Right.
So making the videos kind of, they help other people, but they also help me because
That's what it sounds like.
I see myself and I'm like, wow, like I am confident and hot and
Beautiful and
sexy and, you
sexy.
know,
Yes.
and I think when people see me do it, it makes it easier for them to do it.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
that makes me over the moon excited.
Oh, so that makes me so happy that it's like, you know, I gain my confidence from watching you and other TikTokers that talk about body positivity and that kind of
Yeah.
thing. You know what I mean? And so to know also that that is part of how you have gained a lot of your confidence as well, you know, makes me not feel like such an ass. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. You are so welcome. Trust me.
All right. So I have, I think, one more question.
Mhm.
Or maybe I have two.
You always have to. Go ahead.
Do I?
Always.
They're like side questions.
Fine.
She tricks
So
us all with one, and then it's two.
shut up. What was the pandemic like for you?
Hell. No, it actually really wasn't too bad because I was already a stay-at-home mom.
Right.
So like it was like, oh, this is basically what I'm used to, minus
Yeah.
like the occasional date night or whatever. But we are really social type of people.
Yeah.
My husband and I, like, we love going places. Like we don't like being in the house.
Mm-hmm.
We go places and do stuff. And you know, we're always taking the kids to like the zoo or amusement parks or,
Yes, I
you know,
do miss
whatever.
that.
Like
Yeah.
I we're those type of people.
Yeah.
So
See, we were
from
the opposite. We're introverts, all of us. So being a pandemic was like
yeah,
every day for us.
it
So
was
we
Right.
probably
were
nice
like,
for you.
this is great. We don't want to
Yeah.
order next. We don't otherwise. And we was watching everybody else freak out, and we was like, wow, look at everybody. Yeah, we were in heaven.
I mean, for me too, as an introvert as well, like I really do enjoy being home. So like it wasn't that bad for me.
It was
But
so
like
wonderful.
being with the little kids is really hard. I can't stay
Mhm.
home and I cannot play family and
Mhm.
fucking dolls all the
Oh
goddamn
God, the
day.
dolls.
And so going to the park, going to the zoo, going to the museum, like being
Yes.
able to do those things, I
Yeah.
felt
It's like a break
not
for
such,
you.
yes, and I felt
Yeah.
like not such a bad mom because I'm like, okay, we know we going out, you know, we
Look at
going
us.
out, right?
Look at us experiencing life.
Yes, look at this,
Yeah.
right?
I guess mine's is so old too. Y'all have
Yes,
little
you don't
ones?
know what you,
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah,
count.
Yours
mine's
go to your
are men.
their rooms or
You don't
Yeah, I
leave
don't
you
count.
see 'em.
alone.
Barely
But when
see
they
'em
come
except
to
when they
you
hungry.
with the eyes, with the little eyes, with the
I
sparkles in the
know.
eyes and
I
little
know. Mommy,
tear
play with
misting
me.
over, talking about mommy, let's play friends with this doll and this doll. And you sometimes you have to say yes, right?
Yeah, you can't not say yes. I mean, they're adorable.
They
Oh, I
are,
say
but
no all
not
the time.
that.
When my son was like, "Hey, you want to play the video game with me, Ma?" Nope. Hey, Ma, you want to play this game? Nope.
I would have played the video
Nope.
games. I wish they would want to play
I
some goddamn
also
video
would.
games. Shit. Motherfucker. Anyway, okay. So my
I
last question.
literally told my kid today when she asked me to play dolls with her, and I said, I had two of you so you could play together.
There you go.
And they just looked at me like,
There
what?
you go.
And I was like, wow, that was really mean. But like, I really don't
That
care
is
at this
not mean.
point.
That is called the truth.
That's what they
Okay.
need to
Thank you
hear
very
it.
much.
They need to hear it. Yes.
So my last question. Yes, Diana, it's my last goddamn question. What is like next to come? is there anything that you want to do or are planning to do or would like to do?
You know, I really don't have any crazy aspirations. I mean, I just want to continue making videos and helping people find themselves, find their confidence, um, keep being a baddie, you know,
Right.
Yes, girl.
keep
Yes.
rocking the mom life.
Yes.
Nice.
So I recently got a job, so
Congratulations. Is that a
thank you.
congratulations?
Yes.
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Congratulations, babe.
It was to escape my house.
Hello. Okay, so I have
Hello.
a job. Oh my God, girl,
Please.
Savannah.
Yes.
Yes, girl. Okay. We need to
Yes.
get the fuck out the house. Yes, that's why we go
Amen.
to work.
Amen.
Yes. I'm
Yeah, so
sorry.
I got a part-time job, got out of the house for a little bit, and you know,
It
just
changes your life.
it does.
That part-time
really does.
job, it's like, oh my God, like I'm a human being. I'm a woman.
Yes.
You know? Oh, girl, I'm
Yes.
so happy for you.
Thank
Mhm.
you. Thank you.
I'm so
Yeah,
happy for
it's
you.
been wonderful.
All right, so I think our episode is complete, but before we go, how can all the people find you?
You can find me on my main platform, TikTok, the Curvy Mom. I'm on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, but I don't really use my Curvy Mom
Okay.
Facebook. Pretty much everything.
Everything. Yes.
Just the Curvy Mom on everything.
Oh, thank you so much, Savannah. You're
Thank
amazing.
you.
You're beautiful.
Thank-
I really appreciate you coming on today and talking to us.
Oh, you guys are
Yes.
so sweet.
Aw. Are we sweet, Diane?
Yeah.
We curse too much though, don't you think?
I think
No.
one of us does.
So to my listeners who don't complain about me cursing, okay? Thank you for listening. I love y'all to the depths and breadths of my heart.
Thank you so much.
I hope you enjoyed this episode and I hope you keep listening. You know where to find me, right? DM a sister. All right. And we are out. Say goodbye to the peoples, please.
Deuces.
Bye.